Trapmore gang, this is going to be a very strange update because I was hopping on here to basically give you guys some updates on David's label, some of the people around him who maybe are getting questioned by this grand jury, some of the details about the people from his label who might actually have been there that night that he was with Celeste, the 13-year-old girl. She would have been 13 at the time at that show backstage. I was about to bring you an update on all of that stuff. But then I saw one of the most insane things that I've seen in this entire situation on Reddit. I don't know whether or not to believe this, but there are Discord messages that just got posted to the various David subreddits where it appears that in 2022, David is talking about having murdered a minor. And I don't think he's talking about Celeste. I'm going to show you these messages. Before I do, I just got to keep it real with you, okay? I don't know if this is real. I don't know if this is just conjecture. But one of the things that really has chilled me about this David situation that I've kind of touched on and brushed upon in some of the previous videos that it just reminds me of, all right? There's a big thing going around of David apparently being homeschooled. He's got lyrics in some of his songs where he talks about you wouldn't believe some of the things that he did when he was younger. You wouldn't believe what was going on in his life. He was apparently taken out of school. We don't exactly know why. He ended up being homeschooled, separated from the other children, and I don't know why, but seeing these messages just makes me think back to that, and it just makes me feel like there's something twisted and dark, in my opinion, going on with this guy for years. So look, I really don't believe it. This has just been posted to Reddit. I'm talking in the last less than an hour ago. Okay, and basically everybody is saying that these screenshots of this Discord post, it's unconfirmed, but people are saying that these screenshots are being deleted from Reddit all over the place. So I wanted to just hop on. I put what I was doing on the other video on pause, and I'm coming to you now in this urgent update to just show you what's going on the Reddit. So look, take a look at this. I can't believe this, right? This says the most weirdest chat on Discord has been found. And I saw people, you might have seen, I actually touched on this in comments from my previous video. So if you want more context, go and watch the video that I just uploaded. But people were saying that this comment existed. People were saying they're looking for it. They knew it existed. They'd heard it existed. I'm not going to lie. When I saw comments about this alleged Discord conversation, I didn't even believe it. But now it's surfaced and it said that this was all the way back in 2022 on David's Discord. Okay, listen to what it says. People are shocked. This is David on, what would this be? July the 21st, 2022. He said, I just committed murder. The law is after me. And then someone called Durka replied, this is creepy as hell. It said, did you kill a 10-year-old again? Man, you better stop. This is the 6th time already. Now, this comment here, this is what I'm thinking, what the helly? What the hell? Said, do all white, black, and Asians come different colors? I don't know what that's all about. I don't know what that comment's all about. There's a whole bunch of weirdos in this Discord that I don't want nothing to do with. He replied, now this is so creepy. He said she was 12. He's saying that like, oh, I had to do it. I just committed murder. The law's after me. She said she was 12, exclamation mark. Like, oh, I heard that and then I had to do what I did. Now, I'm not necessarily saying this is absolutely true, but even if this is just him joking around, this is the kind of jokes that this guy was making in 2022 on his Discord. Talking about, I just committed murder, I murdered a minor, and people saying, you better stop. This is an ongoing joke. Did you kill a 10-year-old again? This guy's a weirdo, man. And people are replying, yep, it's dank memes. Some said, Durka, shut up, you built like a chubby centipede. They said, your mother dresses you up for Catholic school. Now, people are posting this on the various David subreddits, okay? And this says, everything I post is getting deleted. Please save this and spread around. Look at this chat I screenshotted. This is from someone who was on the Discord. Now, I can't confirm this is true or real, but I just want to let you know that this is basically going around on Reddit right now. This is what's going around, and this is fresh within the last hour. And I'm basically posting this to just, like, to back this up, basically, because they're saying these posts are getting deleted. I've got 2 other posts that I'm going to react to about the same thing, and I just want to react to these straight off the bat before they get deleted. The story where I'm digging deep into his label and everybody who was at that show where Celeste was, that's going to have to wait until tomorrow. I'm not going to lie, okay? This says, wow. So this is not from David's Closet Discord server that started in September 2022, right? Do you know what server this is from? Somebody's saying, no, I don't know what server this is from, but it's from 2022. I don't know if he had more than one server during that time. It says, your source should copy the message number ID. That's more reliable than a screenshot. Now, this person doesn't know what that is. They're saying you right-click any Discord message and it has a unique number. So even if it's deleted, Discord admins can still find it. Copy message ID and it'll give you a unique number. Now, this is a screenshot of another post that's going around. Nah. No way is this true. It says another missing girl linked to David. This was September the 19th. No way. It says another missing girl linked to David. Rumor. Apparently his password details were hacked. I cannot find any more information on the girl who's missing other than her name. Alina Mihai. Yo, how are we going to explain this? Another possible missing girl named Alina Mihai. This is under his name and everything. Same pass. To do with school base. Email Alina Mihai. Password 2355 school base logon. They're saying his password details were hacked. So people are saying this is some kind of login that David had and it linked to this girl that was missing. What? Please search for 12-year-old missing girl from Greenville. The Greenville Department of Public Safety is asking for help finding missing 12-year-old girl, Elena Weimer. Elena Weimer was last seen leaving her home on Monday, August the 15th, 2022. Family reported her missing the next day. Now, this doesn't add up. This doesn't line up with the dates in that Discord chat. So, to me, I'm not believing this. But I'm still going to read the screenshot because I'm interested in what's going around. It says, Elena Weimer is described as being approximately 5'4" and 175 pounds. She was last seen wearing brown pants with tan hearts, dark-coloured long-sleeve shirt, and glasses, according to Daily News. Greenville Department Public Safety Director Dennis McGurl says an Amber Alert is not warranted in this incident. She's not believed to be in danger. She's a very street-smart 12-year-old girl who's currently missing. What? Street-smart 12-year-old girl? Okay, look, I don't think this is connected, but even that on its own is actually insane. What are we doing here? Anyone with information is asked to call Greenville Department. People saying, look at the dates. I'm going to lie, the dates don't add up to me. That says August 17th, 2022. And these, unless I'm wrong, that's July 2022. So I'm not buying that comment. For the record, I'm not saying that that's related. But also, this name is different. That Greenville, Elena Mahai and Elena Weimer, these are different situations. Wait, one second. Let me just look this up real quick. All right, so I just did a little Googling, okay? I couldn't find anything solid related to that name. There was an old Facebook link that was broken, but look, I'm not thinking that that's a real thing. But I just want to show you some of the comments under two other posts on different Reddit subreddits where they're posting this screenshot. Now, this is literally within the last hour, okay? So I don't have any more information, but the same chat has basically been posted, okay? People saying maybe in 2022, all right? And the comments are crazy. It says, this was 2022. People can't believe it, all right? It says, wouldn't it be more significant if it was in 2024 or 2025? Celeste was alive in 2022 and hadn't even run away yet. I still think it's just a chronically online joke that turned out to be eerily prophetic. Still, good job. This one will definitely be in the docuseries. Now, I agree, okay? This doesn't necessarily mean he was actually doing this, but it's like this guy in 2022 was making jokes about killing kids. And the people in his Discord, they were following along, so not again. Oh, this is something... Like, this is the kind of thing, these are the in-jokes you guys are making in the Discord from 2022. And then it happens, like, okay, this ain't a good look, all right? It says, no, this being older makes it even worse. It looks like premeditated thoughts. Did he pick a very young girl with the intention of hurting her in the future? Seems pretty sick and weird to me. Let's not forget the fact, okay? Let's not forget the fact that he might have already been talking to the minor that actually did end up losing her life back when these comments were being made. And this is when some of these songs were coming out. Look at this next comment. This is crazy. It says, you think he premeditated murdering Celeste back in 2022 from Texas? This was the month he released Romantic Homicide. He wasn't even signed to a label for another 2 months. How was he pulling that off as a 17-year-old living in Texas? I don't think people are saying he premeditated murdering that specific girl, but basically he was on Discord chatting about, yeah, we'd be murdering children. It said, she said she was 12. Holy shit. All right. Apparently that's a very well-known meme audio. I mean, okay. If that's a very well-known meme audio, you guys let me know. It says, who kids around like this? This man is disturbed. I can't believe people are even defending this. It says, to be honest, a lot of teen edgelords on the internet, you should have seen what Reddit looked like 10 years ago. They're saying, I've been on Reddit 15 years now. Friends on Fark suggested it. That's when you know you're an OG. Never dipped into the dark side, though. Reddit used to be a topical news source discussing with sarcasm and wit. Every new generation brings changes. What the hell? People are saying, oh, that is fucking sick of him to joke about. I think Durka had no idea of the truth of what they were saying. It looks like Durka themselves actually screenshotted and shared this. Damn. How can we tell if that's the person who screenshotted it and shared it? I don't know for sure. I guess because the @ of Durka in this message, it's got this, it's shaded in a different color. Does that mean he's the one who's been @ed? I don't know. So here is basically the same thing. It was posted in the Celeste subreddit. Okay, it says, update, please spread this. This was in 2022. It says, I couldn't find this screenshot. I took from a screenshot of another person who was in the Discord chat, and now I found it deep in my camera roll. This is the most sickening, disturbing thing to be said in the Discord, and here it is. People saying, uh-oh, the plot thickens. Here we go. Down the rabbit hole. And imagine all of this, ever since this happened, okay, we've been seeing non-stop updates of just all these things that people have found, old pictures of him and her, old posts that he put on TikTok, reposts of clips from American Psycho where he's talking about murdering people, super creepy shit. And for a while it went quiet. It was like, we're not finding anything new on this guy. And then boom, this drops. This is messed up. People saying, what the F? How is this even funny? I have a dark sense of humor, but this, it's not even funny. Like, who the hell jokes like that? Crazy. And yet we're supposed to believe that David thought Celeste was 19. I don't believe it. My personal opinion, I think that's cap. And that's going to be a great excuse he's going to wheel out when it comes to trying to defend whatever we've seen. It says, we all already knew her age, but this just confirms it. What are the odds he's talking about a different 12-year-old girl? However, wouldn't she have been 12 years old that September? Oh, that's fucked. Yeah, well, does that add up? 2024. She would have been 11 at the time of this post. People saying he's still a weirdo. He knew he was going to kill someone. Shake my head. He literally manifested it, and it was probably a fantasy for him. Disgusting. Said she sadly probably wasn't the first. Right? And this is emoji saying first, second. So is this when the sub was actually created? This is I don't know if this is the American format of date. I think this is September the 6th, 2022. So this sub, whatever sub this screenshot is from a different sub. It's not necessarily David's own sub. It could have been, Discord server. It's not necessarily his own one. It could have been a different one that he was in. But yeah, that's just crazy. So they're basically saying that Emoji was the first person to post in the new server. It says either this screenshot is fake or those messages aren't from his Discord server because his server was made one day before Celeste's birthday. Why is everything always like on or around this little girl's birthday? Like, can we please stop? This is so fucked. It says he had 2 Discords around this time. It says, does anyone else remember the Twitter post with an unreleased song of him saying he was in the back of a cop car? Does the timeline of that match with this? That would be insane. People saying, what an odd thing to say. Yeah, I'm always concerned when people make jokes like this, especially as they get older to adolescent age. Him being around 16, 17, definitely need to be redirected and have a close eye kept on them because this is way too specific and weird for just dark humor. He had a specific sick fantasy for real. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, like this is so creepy. And we've already heard these weird theories about maybe there was another person, maybe there was people that died, maybe Celeste was seeing this other guy called Gus, maybe that's got something to do with this whole situation. But these screenshots here, this guy had hidden all these clues. Bear in mind, he was dating a minor. The motifs on a whole bunch of his albums, a bunch of white roses with red bloodstains on it. Like, we know what that's all about, all right? Weirdo. Even you can come up with all the different theories as to what might have happened, all the defenses, but this dude is twisted, okay? He was leaving all of the clues there for us. He was making jokes about killing minors all the way back in 2022 when he was allegedly, in some people's opinion, already talking to Celeste. Gross. This literally was just posted in the last hour, okay? Some people think it's fake, just for discretion, okay? I can't confirm that it's real. Some people think it's fake. Some people are saying, oh, it's not his subreddit, his Discord server. It wasn't started yet. But then other people are saying there were other Discord servers. Maybe it was someone else's Discord server. We don't know, okay? But I'll keep you guys updated. If I see anything more about this by tomorrow, I'll let you guys know. I'm still going to be looking into that story about his label and the manager, well, the 2 managers that people are saying had a lot to do with his day-to-day life, and it sounds like they knew a lot. I'm talking about you, Robert, okay? I'm talking about you, Josh, and all of you guys. I'm going to be looking into you. So tomorrow I'm going to come with an even bigger update on everybody else that was involved at a label level, and yes, even that other lady that some people think might be the one to be getting arrested. And who knows, that female, unnamed female hanger-on who people are saying is about to get arrested, by the time we wake up tomorrow, they might be in cuffs. It's possible. They could be getting hauled over to the grand jury and forced to testify. And if that happens, I'll keep you guys updated. Otherwise, I'll be back with some more breakdowns. I've got a couple of Stockton stories that I'm probably going to drop for you guys tomorrow, so stay tuned for those. I've got some very exciting things in the works behind the scenes, man. So stay locked in. All right, I'll be back to my usual setup, most likely in the next video, but maybe if something crazy happens tomorrow morning, you're gonna see me in the mobile setup once again. But I appreciate you guys watching regardless. Thank you so much. Trapmore Gang, we're out here. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.